Hello and welcome to the channel. This is the first video that I've put out for some time, and I've had plenty of excuses for that. No parts for the engine that I'm rebuilding, etc, etc. But that's all they really are, excuses. The truth is, like many people, I've been struggling. Most days it's been difficult just to get out of bed and get dressed. And so yes, I'm sorry I've been neglecting the YouTube channel. Thank you for everyone who's watched and all your support for the past 2 years. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, every day we battle on. It seems pathetic really when you consider all the things that are happening around the world. Some people living in really desperate conditions. My heart goes out to them. That's enough of that, embarrassing as it is. Let's get into the video. In this video we'll be looking at this bolt here, a seemingly random bolt halfway down the cylinder on your CT90 or CT110. What's it for, what does it do, and what would happen if you decide to take it out. And yes, those of you who've already done a top-end rebuild on your bikes will know exactly what it's for, but stick around anyway. I'll show you something that you might not be aware of. And as usual, let's get straight into it. Well, this bolt supports the timing chain, the cam chain guard. Thanks, Roscoe. This bolt supports the roller, the guide roller for the timing chain. If you don't know anything at all about this assembly, have a look at my video. I'll leave a link up there, and that'll explain the cam chain, the timing chain and all its components. And as we can see, this has a sprocket on the end of the crankshaft. As the crankshaft rotates the sprocket and turns the camshaft in the cylinder head, opening the valves, and then the springs will close them. And so there's a roller in here to guide this timing chain. And so if for whatever reason you decided to remove this bolt from here, what would happen? Well, let's find out. I'll do it with my hand. Try to do it with my hand out the way so you can see. Did you see that? The guide roller fell straight out. So here we have the guide roller. And so it's not just an ordinary bolt. The guide roller runs on the surface there. Well, here we have the roller in place and the bolt in place, and you can see how the roller fits inside the cylinder. Be careful when you're tightening this up. Don't over tighten it. With a cast iron cylinder, cast iron is brittle, it's easy to damage the thread, so don't over tighten it. Well, this bolt, it's important that you have the washer behind there, the copper washer, to stop any oil leaks. But if you forget to put that on there, will this bolt bottom out in the cylinder? And then as you tighten up the bolt, will it damage it? Well, there's the bolt. You can see it's different to an ordinary bolt. It's got the surface that the roller will run on. Let's have a look at that. So I've already done this video once. This is probably the third time now. It keeps getting blurred out of focus video. So as you can see, that's how the roller fits on there. As I said before, don't over tighten it, and don't forget the copper washer. And if you forget the copper washer, what will happen? Will it bottom out? Well, let's find out. So that's how far it is to the bottom of the cylinder, and how long is the bolt. And as you can see, it's quite a lot shorter. So without the washer fitted, I'll put the bolt back in there. and let's have a look just exactly what happens. So that's fully in there. Does it bottom out on the cylinder? And can you see there's a significant gap? So even with this thick screwdriver, you can see there's quite a big gap in the bottom there. But this is a CT110 cylinder, you say. What about a CT90? Well, I've got a CT90 cylinder here. Let's see if that's any different. Late in the afternoon now, people coming home from work, so you'll hear more cars, utes, and the rooster who crows all day long, Roscoe, and the guinea fowl who likes to do an impression of a rusty water pump. So what I'll do, I'll screw the bolt in the CT90 cylinder or jug, depends where you come from, I suppose. And let's have another look. Can you see that? I hope it's in focus. And as for the 110, there's quite a significant gap. So no, you can't bottom that out by not fitting the sealing washer, the copper washer. And as you saw, whatever you do, unless you're rebuilding your engine, don't take this bolt out. The roll will drop down into your engine and you will end up having to remove the cylinder head or the flywheel and tackle the roller from the crankshaft end. Whatever you do, don't remove that. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, give us a like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.